It's strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Harris to return. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mayfield down. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Mayfield trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
How about that? Red man coverage, and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. Oh, good move. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. In a tough game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Smith catches left side. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes in bounds. They're going to look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Give them 22 there for the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. That's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Under pressure, and he'll go down. That second one ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. (7-7) our score after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina, and it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 up to the 27. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're taught is catch the football, don't drop it. Yeah, in that situation, dropping a little bit there, end up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run again with Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 6. Complete. Smith has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Saints in a hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up. A long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. This one taken in by Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 39. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short game that time as they're able to get him down. They'll run it with Kamara. takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line. Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin with a couple of teams who have not had a ton of success in recent seasons. Arizona taking on Tampa Bay. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means they need to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
You pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 38, Mayfield. They're quickly to Thielen here. And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for Tremaine to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Peyton Turner in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Kamara off the draw. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. And in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good scheme going.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Parker, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. I'm guessing you said this is kind of the key here. Find out some yardage, see if he can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen. But somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. On the return, Hardy. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that really the perfect they needed. He couldn't pull it in there, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. We're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They run for it with Hunt, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kareem Hunt stopped short of the sticks, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A give. This is Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that'll keep this a 9-point game. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
So here are Mayfield and the Panthers. Down by 9. A little under 2.5 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll set up a throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for New Orleans, hey, you get a win, you get it on